Hello guys, Microsoft has officially released Windows 10 now. So in this video we will look what are the top features in Windows 10. So the first thing you may be curious about is the start menu. Is it back or is it not? So let's directly go to this start menu button and click it, and bam, the start menu is back and your tile menu is also there. So it's a mix of Windows 7 start menu and Windows 8 tile menu. And in here you can search for all your apps which are installed in your system, or you can search on the basis of the letter they start with, like this. Okay, so for example, I want to search an app which starts with letter M. I can choose that and I can see all the apps which start with M. I have this tile menu here, but it's not covering the whole screen. So this is a very good feature here. Now the best thing which I liked about this start menu is it's resizable. So you can resize it according to your requirement. So you can resize it from the top and you can even resize it from the side. Okay, so this is a very good feature. Now for example, I open some apps from here, for example this folder explorer, and I open this calculator. This calculator also I wanted to show you that this is totally changed, and in here you can see different modes you can use this calculator. Now the good thing is it's also resizable, so you can resize it. Earlier version of Windows have calculators but they can't be resized, right? But this calculator you can resize. And one more feature of this calculator is when you do something and it stores the history. So you have the history of all your previous work, and you can even delete your history also. So for example, I click this button and you can delete this history. Now one more feature which I want to show you is this task view here. So when I click this task view, I can see all the tasks or all the apps which are running at this time in my Windows operating system. So this is also a nice feature. And I can also drag these for example, I want to drag this file explorer on the side, then it automatically aligns all the other apps on the left hand side. Or if I want to drag it on the right, then it will align all the apps on the right hand side, right? So you can resize your app according to the space available on your window, right? So this is also a nice feature. One more good feature is when you click this task view, you can have multiple desktop, which is very nice. So for example, I have a second desktop now which is totally clean, and I can go to my first desktop from here, which in which I have my calculator and my folder explorer. So in this way I can add multiple desktop from here, and I can even drag my apps from here. So from first desktop I can drag the app to the second desktop, right? So it will go to the second desktop, and you can even close all these desktop like this. Okay, now one more very new feature in this Windows 10 is Microsoft has launched their new browser, which is Microsoft Edge, and this is totally different from Internet Explorer. You also have Internet Explorer here. If you want to search, Internet Explorer is also there in Windows 10, but there is a new browser which is this Edge browser from Microsoft, which is quite new. So for example, I want to see some news. I can go there, and very cool feature about this is you can have this reading view mode here. So you can click this and you will go to the reading mode like this. Okay, so when you are reading something, you can enable this reading mode, right? Now, one more very nice feature about this browser is it has this make a web note. So when you click this button, make a web note, you can have these options. For example, this pen option is enabled right now, so I can write on my web page like this. So I want to underline this, I can underline this. This has the highlight option also, so I can highlight any text I want. And this has other option also, for example erase or notes. So you can make your own notes. So I can add my own notes here and I can type here. So this is good when you are studying something or you are learning something. You can make note and you can even save these notes on Microsoft Edge. So this is really a nice feature. You can exit from here, and when you click this button, you have all your regular features like mail or OneNote and other features, right? And this three dots, you have more options like new windows or print or pin or other options like settings, right? So this is totally new for Windows 10. Now one more very good feature they have is, which I liked very much, which I was missing in the older Windows, is the command prompt. So you have this command prompt here and it's resizable. So earlier versions of Windows has command prompt, but it was not resizable. Now it's resizable. And you also have the option to copy and paste something. So for example, I have something on my notepad and I want to paste it on my command prompt. I can just copy and paste it here. So this is also a very nice feature. One more nice feature they have is this button here, which is new button added to Windows 10. And in here you can see all your settings and all your important apps which you can use from here. So for example, I want to open all settings from here and it will open all settings, and this is different from control panel in the user interface and user experience. So for example, I want to personalize my desktop. I can do this. So for example, I want to change this start menu from here to the full screen menu. I can do this simply when I go to start, and I can enable use start full screen. So I can enable it, and when I go to my start button once again, it will turn to the full screen, right? And I can go to once again to the setting and turn it off, and once again I can click this button here and it will go back to your normal start menu, right? So you can personalize this stuff according to yourself. For example, background images or colors or lock screen will look like this, but they have some different pictures from here and the other stuff. Now for example, you want to uninstall some app which you have installed. How you can do it? You can go back to the settings once again, and you can go to system here, and you can go to apps and features, and in here you will be able to see all the list, and you can even filter your list from here. And whenever you click on some app, for example this, I have the option to move or uninstall some apps which you add using a third-party installer. Then you can uninstall it. For example, they allow to uninstall this Microsoft Solitaire collection from here. You can press this button and it will be uninstalled. So these are the new features which I liked about Windows 10. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for